This is Michael with Rock Legends Photographers, and we're here with Paul Young at the world-famous Plaza Live in Orlando, Florida. Thanks for taking the time with us, Paul.
Thank you, pleasure.
Paul, how long have you been a professional musician?
I think 1976. Yeah.
1976.
Yeah.
So quite a long time. Yep, I think you're about as long as Midge.
Well, I think Midge maybe a bit longer, because I remember seeing Midge on TV when I was still a kid and not in the business.
Ah, okay. Very good.
It's only a few years difference.
Not much. All right. In all your time of being a professional musician, I'm sure you've played all over the world many times. What is your favorite venue to play in and why?
Oh, they're so hard. I'm sure everyone says that. I think really the ones that mean a lot to you. So, you know, something like Hammersmith Odeon was something that I'd always thought, wow, I wonder if I'll ever play there, and then I did, you know, so that's a great thing. And then Wembley, really, Wembley Arena was another one. Because it's all those home venues that you... I suppose what it is I tended to only see, sort of, take it a step at a time. So the first and foremost, it was all the venues that I knew as a kid that I'd been to see other bands. You know, Once you got beyond that, everything was just, I can't believe this is happening.
There you go. Very good. Living or dead, if you could jam with one person, who would that be?
I would say, strangely enough, Albert King.
Do some blues.
Yeah, because I think that I grew up listening to blues before I got into soul. But the great thing about Albert was that he was on Stax, so he was using the keys or the bar keys. Always get those mixed up. But I mean, so the tracks were so funky. So it was dead jam in the middle of the stuff I was listening to at that point, which was blues and R&B and soul.
Very good. Do you play any instruments?
I play a bit of guitar. I've got a Tex-Mex band called Los Pecaminos. I formed the band partly because I like that style of music, Tex-Mex music, but also I thought I want to pick up a guitar again and start to get a bit more proficient on the guitar, though I'm still not at a point where I can solo. But I've always been a fan of rhythm playing anyway, so I play rhythm on that. I've learned to play the bajo sexto, which is a Mexican instrument with Los Pecaminos, which has got different tuning and it's quite a strange thing. But that was a challenge to me and I enjoyed it.
Interesting. On the same thing with Living or Dead, singer shows up at your door, says, Paul, I'm going to sing one song just for you. Who is the singer? What is the song?
Well, apart from all my heroes, the funny thing is, all my heroes, that would be one thing, but Frank Sinatra singing his song back.
And what song would you have him sing for you?
I Wish I Was in Love Again.
Very cool. Singer comes up to you and he's a young guy. He says, Paul, I'm thinking about getting into a singing career. What advice would you have for me?
Go out and do gigs. Get out with other people. Get as many different experiences as you can. Don't just sing in the bedroom on your own. Learn to sing with a band. Learn to guest with other people. There's so many things to learn about. Sometimes it's better to hold back rather than try and oversing. And you know, sometimes people do that thing where they think, I've got to be better than this other guy. Sometimes understating is a much better place to be.
Very good. That's good advice. Your entire music collection gets wiped out. Everything's gone.
Yeah.
Which CD would you replace first?
Even though I played the shit out, even though I played the hell out of it, and I know it inside out, I still think it would be Hot to the Drop by Ry Cooder.
Very cool. Last question and the hardest one. You've probably been interviewed many, many times. What question would you like to answer that no one has ever asked you?
no one has ever answered. How do you make a mole sauce?
How do you make, pardon?
How do you make a mole sauce?
Very good. And how do you do it?
You take three. Oh, you got time?
Yeah.
Take 3 different dried chilies, then you dry toast them, then you do them again in oil in a frying pan. Then you leave them, you sit them off to the side. Then you take that oil and you put, God, if I can remember this, you put green tomatoes, red tomatoes, sesame seeds, some crushed tortilla chips, and a plantain or a banana. Then you put that off to one side. Then you blend the chilies. I really hope I get this right because it's so complicated. Then you blend the chilies. Then you blend everything else that you just did in the peanut oil, which I forgot to say, peanut oil. So then, and then you put that through a sieve, you push that through. Then you take, oh no, you add chocolate as well to that mix of the plantains and the red tomatoes and the tomatillos and all stuff like that. So that then goes, then you heat up about half a cup of oil. You pour this stuff in, it spits all over the place, and then you add some chicken stock, and I think that's it. You just got to whisk like crazy. Then you've got a lovely mole sauce to go on.
Sounds like you know how to cook.
Chicken. Yeah,
You cook a lot?
I do. Yeah, it's
Very
my
good.
hobby.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. We really enjoyed your show, and we wish you a lot of success on the rest of your tour and the rest of your musical career.
Thank you.
You're welcome.